All right. What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Buffalo Running Podcast. This is episode 2. I am your host, Christopher Carrera, also known as Shinigami Drake, aka Joji Vlogs. And I'm joined by my two special guests, Luis, aka the man who speaks too quietly. Say something to the people, Luis.
Hi. Hi guys. Hi everybody. I'm Luis.
And my second special guest is the man who loves chickens and loves talking. Say what's up to the people, Grayson.
Yo, what's up, people?
That's it?
Yeah.
All right.
Got my rest.
And on today's podcast, we have a couple quick bites before we get into our main topics.
Quick bites. I love
Quick bites.
Little snackies.
Little quick bites. So, first one, we have Goodfellas 1030 that happened
Wait,
September 19th.
who turned 30?
Goodfellas, the movie, Martin Scorsese.
Oh.
Stephen King's birthday was September 21st.
Steven.
Happy birthday. Stephen?
Stephen.
Stephen.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Stephen King. PH makes an F sound.
Oh my god. It can make a V sound too, I think.
No Man's Land wins People's Choice Awards at TIFF. Netflix Oscar campaign for Delroy Lindos for Best Actor. He was in The Five Bloods. Did you guys see that movie?
No, I have not yet.
It's really good.
It's a good watch. Yeah.
It's got
Wasn't it
awful music, but it's great.
Wasn't it a thing for a while that like if it wasn't shown in theaters that you couldn't get the Oscar?
I don't know.
Yeah. It was.
'Cause
If it wasn't shown in theater and if it was on a streaming platform, you couldn't get it.
Well, I guess that's why they're campaigning to for Best Actor.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm pretty excited for it. This is a huge one. The Croods released the date. They moved their date originally from December 23rd to November 25th, and they released a brand new trailer. How do you guys feel about that?
I
I hate the.
think it's kind of dumb move, not dumb movie.
Well, I think they're going to streaming. I don't think they're going to theaters.
Yeah. Still.
But yeah, the Croods is coming.
This is not a time to be moving things back instead of. Yeah,
Moving things forward?
Moving it forward.
Right.
I don't care about cruise nudes, so. Period.
Moving on. The documentary about Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, won an Emmy. Congrats to them.
Congrats, Michael.
Congrats, Michael. Bill Murray turned 70 this week on September 21st, same as Stephen King.
Bro, he's old now.
Dude,
he's
been
very old.
Since like 2000. I'm pretty sure.
He was old in Lost in Translation.
It's all that cocaine he did in the 80s. It is. You ever seen interviews of him in Ghostbusters? He's about to have a coke bloat. It's crazy.
No, I don't watch Bill Murray interviews.
He kind of felt old in Ghostbusters too.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't think he was ever young.
He doesn't really age.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like his performance in Zombieland? He played a zombie.
No, he
played himself
as a
Bill
zombie.
Murray.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
I think Zombieland is a great movie.
Okay, sure.
Moving on. Black Widow might be delayed again to May 7th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Jordan Peele delays Candyman to help stop people from going to indoor theaters.
Good man.
Nice.
And so that actually segues us into our next topic, our first topic of the show, which is films during COVID. 2020 is the first year without a Marvel movie since 2009.
We did it.
Want to talk about
Just
that?
kidding.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. We're still gonna have Marvel content though, because we have WandaVision coming up.
No one's excited for that.
You're not excited? Are you fucking kidding?
That trailer did nothing for me.
No, that trailer did the opposite.
Yeah.
They first
What was
announced
I supposed to
WandaVision,
do?
and I was like, this is going to be a stupid show. Why? Nobody even cares about these two characters. And then
That's
they
the thing.
introduced this one, and then They were like all over. They're in like old costumes and like new stuff, and it was like it was
Yeah.
moving all around. The trailer was hype.
Definitely looks
Yeah.
interesting compared to like the movies.
That did nothing for me. I don't care.
Alright.
I really don't care.
Alright.
But films are encouraged. I know we talked about last podcast. We were talking about the release of Tenet in theaters and how I'm pretty sure we all agreed how stupid that was.
Yeah.
And there's talk saying that Tenet only made 6 million back. 6 million
Seriously.
with like a huge budget. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the talk. Um,
It's
I
freaking
think
crazy.
Warner Brothers is being sued because they won't release, or they're like forcing people to release movies.
Huh.
Wait, what? They're forcing
Yeah.
like directors?
Yeah,
Shit, that would be so hard to pay off. Like, what was the budget on that movie?
Dude,
fucking
it's over
huge.
like 200 million.
Oh, it has to be.
Knowing Nolan. He crashed a
Yeah.
real plane into a building.
I feel like that was 6 million by itself. Like,
Ugh.
I looked up Warner Brothers lawsuit or something, and doesn't even come up.
Huh.
Well, anyways,
Fake news then.
probably, but
So
yeah, there was that.
I was looking at the Tenet budget, and it's 205 million, and then
Mhm.
right under it, it was No Time to Die, which has a higher budget. But isn't that coming out in theaters? Like,
No, they delayed it again.
oh really?
Yeah.
They delayed it. Okay, good
Did
for them.
they? I heard it was coming.
No, I'm pretty sure they delayed it.
But still,
Just
just
look it up.
hopefully they're not like stupid and that they actually like wait till people can see it or people are comfortable with seeing it.
If they're gonna release a movie in theaters, they have to release it on streaming side by side.
Yeah.
Because it's the only
Yeah,
way to make
it's not
actual
point.
money. Yeah.
No Time to Die doubles down on 2020 release with new poster. This was
No
1 week ago.
way.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I think we talked about this off the podcast.
That's gonna bomb.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
How embarrassing.
And it's like it's not too late to delay it either. Like,
Right.
I bet nobody would be disappointed if you said, "Sorry, we put a lot of time into this movie, or we want a lot of people to see this movie, so we're delaying it till next year." Like, I don't think anybody would care if they did that.
Right, and they also could just put it on streaming. I feel like because I know Mulan, I'm pretty positive Mulan outsold Tenet.
Really?
Yeah, it did.
I'm positive. Yeah, because it was a lot of people have Disney accounts, and a lot of people are like wanting new movies. And it's a Mulan movie, and it's a Disney movie. It's only $30. Only. Air
Yeah.
quotes.
It's $30 for one movie. I saw that.
Yeah,
That's insane.
That's how you make that. You overcharge the movie. There you
Right.
I mean, honestly though, if you have, let's say you have like, I don't know, you have 6 people or maybe 10 people over to come watch the movie, and it probably would have cost you like, I don't know how much a movie ticket is anymore, like 10, 8,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, so it's
Mhm.
like $30 for a movie with a bunch of people. I mean, can kind of be understood, but there's also the fact that you can go and buy any other new movie that's come out for maybe, like, own the movie
lot
for
less.
maybe $10-15 on Amazon Prime or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of see the mindset they're going for there. I just don't think. I think it's a little crazy.
But does Disney really need more? Do they really need the monopoly they have on fucking everything?
Oh,
in media, do they need more money?
Freaking insane! Why?
I don't know.
Like they're already charging people however much it is for Disney Plus each month.
$10, I think.
$10.
Yeah. Still, they're already charging people $10 a month for that. Like, you're
Mhm.
really gonna charge them more?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people have already allegedly put the film on other platforms.
No, they have. I've seen those other platforms.
Allegedly seen those other platforms.
Allegedly, and that movie allegedly sucks ass.
Yeah, I saw. But go ahead.
Shit is
I don't
awful.
really feel bad. I don't really feel bad for the movie being uploaded like that because, like, yeah, They deserve it.
Pretty hard to feel bad for that movie.
Yeah.
That movie's so awful. I don't want to turn this into like Milan hatred, but that movie is like absolute shit. It's so boring to watch, and I don't know who directs these fucking movies. Because the Dumbo one was Tim Burton, and then they got like I think then they got
Jon Favreau.
for The Lion King, and they're so dully directed. It's so
Jon
bad.
Favreau
I don't know why
directed
Disney gets these guys who Jon Favreau has done quality work before. Tim
right.
Burton has done good work before. I don't know why they get
Oh,
these
of
guys
course.
that have like a vision and they just dull it out until it's the most
Yeah.
boring shit I've ever seen.
I was about to say it's probably not solely the director's fault. It's probably like
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
heads at Disney also being like, yeah, you can't you can't have this liberty.
If Tim Burton all by himself directed Dumbo, it would have been much more interesting.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, they do the thing where they just like get a bunch of really like famous cast, and this cast probably, whenever reading the script and like going through all this, knows it's going to be a bad movie. But hey, it makes them a lot of money.
It doesn't make them a lot
Maybe.
of money. It's stupid.
I know Jon Favreau did the Jungle Book, the live action one, and that was pretty enjoyable.
That was good.
Yeah, I love that one.
They played. I think Christopher Walken as an orangutan is one of my favorite roles.
I
ever.
still think about that giant orangutan.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's
Putting
huge.
Christopher Walken as a huge monkey.
How did they do that?
I don't know. And I know Jon Favreau did the Jungle Book. So I was like, maybe the Lion King will be that bad, and people forgot about it within a couple months.
No.
That's pretty sad to see.
Because I think he helped produce the Jungle Book, but for what's it's called, Lion King, they just attached him to direct. So they're just like.
I think he wanted to.
He's fucking dumb. I don't know why they do stuff.
Didn't he do The Mandalorian as well?
Yeah, but he wrote and produced. He did all of that. See, that's the problem. Disney, I don't know why they put like the least amount of effort into the remakes. Because the Marvel stuff is good. The Star Wars stuff is not as bad as like the remake shit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why they just put no effort. And it doesn't even matter because they still make a shitload of money. That's the worst part.
I think a lot of it is like them banking on nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
There's always that big like tug of nostalgia on kids who were born in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too much on the money now, because like one of the only like original new like Disney animated ones was Onward that came out
Mm-hmm.
And that was good.
last year. I hadn't seen it, but like I want to see it really badly, just because it's like, man, I don't have to watch another story that I've seen already, but with 3D, pretty good CGI.
Yeah. Man, shit sucks.
I heard Onward wasn't that great.
Onward was pretty good, I thought.
The story or like the animation?
The story was pretty good. I don't remember what happened, but I think it was good.
I think from like a video I watched, he was trying to like bring back his dad, but his dad only came back like
As pants.
as pants. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I think so.
that's like all I remember from that movie.
And it seems like I think that's the plot.
Rest in peace. What's his name? The guy who plays Onward and
Stan
Spider-Man. No,
Rest in peace, Stan Lee, though. Honestly,
Yeah.
Garfield.
still sad about that.
no, the guy who plays recent Spider-Man.
Tobey
What's his
Maguire?
name? Recent, way more recent.
Oh, Tom Holland.
Right. Rest in peace, Tom Holland.
What?
What?
He's not dead. He just sucks.
What?
He's not. I mean, he does Spider-Man really well. I don't think he does a lot more
He hasn't
really
done
well.
any other role well.
He just came
You're
out
right.
in a big budget movie,
What? Which one?
The Devil All the Time by Anthony Campos.
Oh yeah.
And his accent's okay.
Oh
It's just,
yeah,
it wasn't a great movie.
yeah.
I thought he was
could
good in the
see
movie.
that.
He was okay. I feel like there's a ton of people who could have done it way better.
Oh yeah, but
Definitely.
I don't think he was like he ruined the movie or some shit.
I think Bill Skarsgård, is that how you say his name?
Mm-hmm.
Skarsgård and Robert Pattinson really stole the show from that movie. because it's like
Hmm.
those categories. It was like his first. I think it was his first role out of what is it? And then Robert Pattinson's accent is fucking hilarious.
It's so stupid. I
It's
can't.
actually not bad. It's pretty good.
You're the one who pointed it out how bad it was, and I just, I couldn't get over it.
It's it's bad, but it's like fun to listen to.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't really add. It doesn't add. It doesn't like add what it's supposed to be dramatic, but it's
Hmm.
just fucking stupid. It's one of those
And
things.
it's confusing because he's done a southern accent before.
Yeah, he went like I don't know what he was trying to do. Some old timey shit.
I think his character's from like Tennessee or something, and he was trying to go for like a Dwight Howard, Lil Boozy mix. I don't know. It was weird. It's definitely funny. It's definitely fun to watch. I know we
Mm.
talked about. I know I talked about it last podcast because I was the only one who watched it, but it is fun to watch. It is a fun watch. You guys should check it out. Um,
Films during COVID. That's where we were.
films during COVID. This counts as films during COVID. Speaking of films during COVID, have you guys seen any films recently
Yeah, during COVID.
during COVID? Well, let's say more recently. What have you watched recently?
Uh, what have I watched recently? I haven't seen anything except the movie that you requested. I've been
You
kind
want
of.
to talk about that
I've
now?
seen some TV shows. I saw The Boys. Have you guys seen The Boys?
No,
No.
really want to though.
The Boys is like the most anti-superhero shit I've ever seen. I love it. It's
Speaking on the boys.
uh
Speaking on films during COVID, Amazon Prime is set to release their own version of The Boys.
wait, what?
About college students. They're set to release their own version of The Boys about college students who couldn't get into super mutant college or superhero college.
Huh.
Are you excited for that?
That sounds fucking stupid. That does
Is it
not
like
rail.
is it like a spin-off?
No, I think it's just their own version.
I just
Wait, so who did the boys right now? It's
Eric Kirk, he did Supernatural.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
No shit, really?
Yeah. If you've seen Supernatural, that I hate that fucking show, but The Boys is so much better.
I was about to say, what a comeback.
I
It's like
love super.
infinitely better. Mm, mm.
What the thing
Uh,
with the boys is that like they've I watch a good amount of YouTube and they've done so many like YouTube sponsorships recently, and they have been like since they started the show.
Yeah, because it's actually it ties in well to the show because you guys know the concept of it.
It's
of
about
what?
like a group of like
Oh yeah.
superhero killers, right? Like dudes
It's
that keep them in check.
it's it's these guys that hate superheroes because like they're in real life. This is like if superheroes were in real life, so they're like pieces of shit, really, and they're
Mhm.
backed by this giant corporation, which I think is supposed to be like an allegory on Amazon, which is pretty funny. It's like this giant organization that like gives them commercials, and they got like Adidas like sponsorships, and they have like Little Nas X. They reference him. He's gonna be in a song
Mhm.
with one of the superheroes, and all the commercials are basically them commercializing superheroes. It's really good. It's more anti-capitalism than it is like anti-superhero,
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It sounds really great.
but it's, it crosses some pretty fucking lines. Like in the first episode, it's like minor spoilers. One of the characters gets sexually assaulted,
Oh,
Right.
but they go all the way with it. So they're like, if they're
Mhm.
gonna talk about this stuff, they need to go all the way, and they do. And
Right.
they build upon it. There's a lot more. It's like necrophilia, and they really do. It's really
Really
good.
go into it.
They really go into it. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
just looked it up, and The Boys. Yeah, it is a spin-off series set at college for superheroes. Amazon Prime.
That sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Honestly.
sounds really
it
bad.
sounds like an idea that's been done before so many
Like
times.
like the boys had an appeal whenever it first came out because
Mhm.
in the trailers it was like superheroes getting
They,
like beat up and stuff
they
and
get
like
shit on you.
yeah, and like superheroes just doing awful things. And so it kind of had that like shock where it's like, oh, something new on the superhero. Because it first released during the time whenever like Marvel, Hulu, and like all those like superhero companies were going crazy, where they were releasing like a show every month,
Yeah.
stuff like Jessica Jones, The Defenders, like Runaways, and here you come out with a new superhero show that has nothing to do with any of that, and that was kind of the appeal. So I think stretching it past its limit is not smart.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I guess they're trying to capitalize off of the success of the boys.
Yeah, I think it's their most successful original series so far. They've already renewed it for a third season before the
Really?
second season came out. Yeah, it's that. So I don't know if they're gonna try to stretch it out, but so far
Right.
it's been good.
I've watched a lot of Man in the High Castle, which I like.
The Nazi shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's
Do you
like
want to give it a little bit more context?
Yes. So a little bit more context is that so basically the Axis won World War II and took over America. So you have the Japanese side, which is on the west, and then you have the Nazi side, which is on the east.
Right.
And basically, the whole show revolves around these tapes that kind of like tell the future almost. Not that tell the future, that kind of like show a world where the Axis didn't win. Yeah, so I was watching
Where
that.
where the Allies don't win?
No, where the Axis doesn't win, because the Axis has won right now.
Oh, okay. My bad.
That's why they control the two parts of America.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
so the Axis won, and so people start finding these tapes that are videos of like them nuking Japan, because like that was part of how America won, and so people see that and they're like, oh, that's how it would look like, and people start getting ideas, and it's all about taking down the big multi-nation Axis regime.
Is this based on a book?
Yes, it is.
I think I've read the book.
I cannot get into the book. Tried reading it.
Is it about they have like powers, I think, or something?
Not that's been revealed yet in the show, but maybe. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay, I remember a book. I was like, yo, what if the Axis won the World War?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! I'll probably have to check it out. But yeah,
Yeah, but the way the guy writes the book is really complex. But what I was getting to with this show is that they just recently announced the final season. I think it's the 5th season.
Right.
And so we started watching it because it kind of looked cool, but I've heard nobody ever talk about it. Whenever we know a lot of people who watch a lot of shows, and whenever I ask people about like the shows they've seen or like some good suggestions, I've never heard somebody bring up Man in the High Castle before. Like it was something that like I don't know, we just kind of stumbled across. And so it's understandable that like they're not very good at promoting these big Amazon originals.
Yeah.
How does Netflix do it so well?
I don't know.
Honestly.
Speaking of Netflix, segueing. Here's I was gonna give some movies really quick that are leaving Netflix really soon that people should check out. So, yeah, really quick. So there's the Grandmaster that's leaving tomorrow, directed by Wong Kar Wai, who directed Fallen Angels. The Devil's Advocate, featuring Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves, is leaving September 30th. Francis Hall, directed by Noah Baumbach, is leaving September 30th. The director of A Marriage Story, very good movie. Inside Man is also leaving September 30th. I don't know much about it, but it's a Spike Lee movie.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park also leaving September 30th.
Wow.
And fun, huh?
I said messed up.
That's a
Yeah,
big one, dude.
Menace to Society is also leaving September 30th. Very great movie they should check out if you haven't. But yeah, those are a couple movies that are leaving Netflix. Oh, and also Million Dollar Baby, September 30th.
Cool.
Those are a couple. I do have a list about movies that are coming to Netflix if you want to go through those real quick.
Yeah.
So, notable movies coming to Netflix. October 1st, you'll get Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Wait, what?
Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Is that the second one?
I don't know.
I don't even know what. Okay.
Bakugan Armored Alliance Season 2.
Jesus.
Yes. No.
Cape Fear.
Cape
This one's a
Fear.
big one. Cape Fear, and also wait for it, Fargo are coming on
Let's
Netflix.
go.
Gran Torino. Her, I guess it's coming. It says her, but I guess it's already on Netflix.
Hmm.
Uh, what else? What else? What else?
Seen
Superman Returns is coming.
Superman Returns.
Yeah,
Hunt
Superman
for the
Returns.
Wilder People is coming Thursday. From
Hunt
what
for the
I've-
Wilder People is also
Oh, by
coming.
Taika
Yeah.
Waititi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yogi Bear is coming October 1st.
Bro, the Yogi Bear movie. That movie's
The
so
Yogi
bad.
Bear
I think that
movie.
movie gave me nightmares.
Jesus Christ.
I'm-
We'll talk about that in a second. October 2nd, Serious Man is coming. October 4th, Colombiana. October 6th, Dolly Parton, Here Am I. October 7th, the long-awaited Hubie Halloween is coming to Netflix. October 9th, Fast and the Furious Spy Racers Season 2 Rio. October 12th, People in the Age of the Wonder Beast Season 3. October 13th, The Cabin with Bert Kreischer. October 14th, Blackpink Light Up the Sky and Moneyball. And finally, October 15th, Power Rangers Best Morpher Season 2 and Social Distance.
Huh.
Any of these movies do we want to talk about?
No, I hate it. Well, I'm
Not
excited they're
really.
doing.
Fargo?
Yeah, I'm
and
excited
Cape
they're
Fear.
Fargo and Cape Fear. Yeah, those are both good movies. I don't know
Yeah,
why they
yeah.
add Yogi Bear. Have you guys seen that Yogi Bear movie?
No. I didn't want to as a kid. I hate the voice of what's Boo Boo? Is that his name?
Yeah. It's voiced by Justin
He's scared.
Timberlake, apparently.
He's small. He scares me. It's his voice doesn't make it any better.
I
Jesus.
hated this movie. I think it's the first movie I saw where I saw because the bear is Yogi is animated so weirdly, and there's these humans side by side with him, and they just look freaky. And then as a kid, I was like, "What the fuck? Turn this off." And I hate Dan Aykroyd as an actor, and his voice doesn't help. The fact that he plays Yogi is so bad. I'm Yogi Bear. Oh, fucking. That's what he fucking sounds like the whole time, and it's nasty.
I don't remember watching it, but
Oh, speaking of Netflix movies, Real Steel.
Real Steel.
Real Steel is on
Yeah.
Netflix right now. It just came out this week. Childhood favorite right there. I probably saw it 6 times whenever it came out.
Yeah.
Very good movie.
That movie grew on me. When I was a kid, I was like, robots fighting each other? What the hell?
So stupid.
What? It doesn't make any sense. And then when I grew up, I was like, this is sick. This is what Transformers should have been. Look at this. You see this fucking guy?
Yeah.
I can perfectly recite you that last scene where I'm not going to, but
Why?
I can.
Why?
Dude, I'm telling you, I saw it so many times and it just stuck out with me. I had never seen the kind of boxing movie trope. Well, I'd never seen a boxing movie. So whenever I saw the robot getting beat up and then just kind of taking all the punches and then he comes back really strong, I was like, "What? They can do that?"
Mm-hmm. Fuck. Speaking of fucking Netflix movie, shows that came to Netflix this week is Alana Holmes.
Yes. It's getting
Uh,
phenomenal ratings right now.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Damn.
It
I was
didn't
pretty
look that great.
skeptical. Also,
Yeah. Millie Bobby Brown is weird.
I should, I don't know. I haven't seen her too much for I've seen Stranger Things and she was alright.
Yeah,
It's
I saw Stranger Things, and she was in the Godzilla movie.
Mhm.
And she just plays a girl
Don't you
looking
love that movie?
girl
She
looking
plays-
at Godzilla. Yep, I love the Godzilla parts. All the human parts suck. Just like every Godzilla
Sounds-
movie.
So
Yeah.
familiar to something else that I can't put my finger on.
If you ever watch the Japanese ones, it's just it's just Japanese people in a conference room. And they're like, "What should we do about Godzilla?" That's all they talk about for 10 minutes straight.
But the big problem with the newest one is that it was too many humans.
Yeah, there's
You got-
so
you
much
got-
human shit.
I think there are 3 fight scenes with Godzilla. You had the
Yeah.
one where they're in Antarctica, the one in the downtown where spoiler, sorry, but he blows up. or something like that. Like
Mhm.
I can't even name you the third one was whenever they were underwater. Like I should really be leaving the movie theater after spending that much money on a Godzilla movie
Yeah,
with more Godzilla fight scenes.
it's so weird. It's so stupid. In the old Godzilla movies, there was like few recurring characters, but no one
Mhm.
like basically it was like a new cast every time. In the Have you seen King of Monsters, the second one?
No.
That movie, why is there reoccurring characters? Like, why does Godzilla recognize this little girl? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And for some reason, there's still so much human shit. Even though the movie is called King of Monsters,
Yeah, no, that's
doesn't
what
make
I was talking
any
about.
sense.
I haven't seen the one that came out before King of Monsters, the one that was like 2012, I want to say.
It was like 14, I think, actually.
Okay. Any point, any date, like probably before 2018, the movie probably came out in my mind at 2012. It's kind of what I go to.
I don't know why. It's stupid. Stupid. Stupid.
Well, let's move on from films and code. We're gonna segue into our next topic here. Zendaya won an Emmy for Euphoria.
Let's
Uh,
go.
best drama. Um, I think she was the second black woman to win lead drama for an Emmy, and she was the youngest to win an Emmy for the same category. So let's give it up for Zendaya. Very proud of her. Um, Congrats on that. But also this year's has the most black actors who won Emmys. Um, People are pissed. People are very mad about that.
Really?
About what?
This year, like black actors are winning more Emmys. Like this is the like year where the most black actors have won Emmys.
Is
Huh.
it?
People are pretty. Yeah,
What year is it? It's 2020.
2020
Holy
is
shit.
yeah.
Fuck me.
People are like uh people are like of course, and, implying uh
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I never
but
understood that.
I don't everybody who's won, they've done like great
There's some
performances.
quality
Yeah.
work, yeah.
Yeah.
But people are fucking pissed about this. It's really stupid.
Where does this come? People are acting like black people like infiltrated Hollywood or some shit.
Yeah, like
In the last decade, like they just suddenly started appearing in movies. Fucking stupid. Because
um
the moment they got recognition, they were like, wait, what? Who are these fucking people watching movies and they just don't see a black person? I don't
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
What? It's
You would think
dumb.
like that the people who watch the Emmys would be like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like people who watch the Emmys would have enough common
Yeah,
sense to
they
think,
watch movies.
damn,
Kidding me?
like it's not too strange for black people to win Emmys.
I don't
yeah,
know.
somebody was like, but like, yeah, they won the Emmys, but do these people deserve them? And it's like, do you ask
Shit.
these same questions when white people win these Emmys?
Yeah.
Like, do they deserve
I feel
them?
like the people who ask that don't actually watch movies.
Yeah.
They just throw a political angle at the
They
Emmys. What the
they
fuck?
go to Google News and see that black people have won the most Emmys this year,
Yeah.
and are just like, oh, I can get pissed about that.
Ah,
This
why?
really fits my political agenda. What if I use this?
It doesn't make any sense.
Um,
Politicizing the Emmys. What the fuck?
I don't know.
It's stupid. And people who care about movies get mad when white people win too. It's like the fucking stupid. That shit annoys me.
Speaking on that, fucking, there's the guy who played the son of fucking what's his name in the Five Bloods. The guy who played uh Delroy Lindo's son. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's set to play in a DC movie as like fuck. I don't know if it's a DC movie,
I
but
saw that.
he's set to play. Yeah, he's set
Uh,
to play somebody. And people are like a considerable amount of people are pissed about that too.
bro, what?
Yeah, they were like, they were like, of course he's black. Of course they casted him as a black person.
That guy is a great actor though. He's great in Lovecraft County.
He's great in Love Cow County. He's great in. I think if he's in The Last Black Man in San Francisco
Yeah,
too.
he is. He's really good in that
You're
too.
right.
I don't know.
Was it Jonathan Majors? Is his name?
I'm sure there's people mad that a black man got cast in The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Imagine.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they were like, why is he playing like, why is he playing a blue dude when it's like, what is his name? Jason Brolin.
Josh
He played
Brolin?
Josh Brolin played
Yeah.
a 7 foot tall purple dude.
That shit is stupid.
It's very fucking funny. But people are fucking pissed.
It's so
People were mad
blatantly
at Zendaya.
racist.
Yeah, they were like, what? Like when Zendaya won her Emmy, people were like, wow, like she was up against I think Jennifer Aniston and somebody else, and people were pissed that Jennifer Aniston didn't win.
Jennifer Aniston? Oh, for the morning show?
Maybe I
Yeah,
don't
she
know.
wasn't very good in that. So hell, no,
Yeah, he's supposed to play he's supposed to play King in Ant-Man 3.
that's great. He
Huh.
deserves it. He's a great
He
actor.
really does. Great fucking actor.
Yeah.
He's in The Five Bloods, The Last Black Man in San Francisco, Lovecraft County, and it says here White Boy Rick. Have you any guys seen White Boy Rick?
Yeah, but I don't remember it very much.
No, but
Uh,
I thought they did really good on the trailers.
Oh yeah, it looked very
yeah,
interesting.
that put me off.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. It was like a white kid who was like, I don't know. It didn't look appealing because I think they played the trailer during Spike Lee's Black Klansman,
Oh, really? Really?
Mm.
and I was like,
Hmm.
I don't care for this.
Yeah,
Matthew
yeah.
McConaughey's in it though. That's what interested me when I first saw the trailer.
I saw the trailer and it was a bunch of like it looked like an interesting lawyer movie, and I was kind of like I was looking into like going into law, and I was like, okay, I need to watch more lawyer movies. Let's check this out.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard it was not that great though.
It was fun. I got hooked because it was like, oh, this kid helps the FBI? No way. And in my head, I thought he was the movie was gonna end with him like a suit and tie, glasses, like part
Right.
of the FBI, but he just gets, spoiler alert, he goes to jail.
I think he's still in jail today.
Yeah, he is.
Rest in peace, White Boy Rick.
What did he do?
Um,
I really don't know much about
I
the
don't
movie.
know.
Yeah, that I don't remember. I think he some shit.
I think he was involved in drugs and shit.
Yeah, I think
Tells you how tells you
like-
how memorable it is.
Yeah.
he was like an informant and he fucked up. I think. There you go.
Huh?
I don't know, with the title like White Boy Rick, it's not really an appealing watch.
Yeah, understandable.
Moving
Here,
on
here it
from White
says.
Boy Rick.
Okay, okay.
Um, Mike Chapman, director of photography, died at 84 this week.
Hmm.
He did a lot of my favorite movies, like Raging Bull.
Mm-hmm.
He did. What else did he do?
I think he did. I don't think he did Alien.
I'll look it up.
I have no idea. I know he did Raging Bull. Wait, bear with us, guys.
There was
Listeners.
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver.
Did all the right moves. Why? He did Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, he did The Lost Boys as well.
He did The Fugitive. That's
Mhm.
good.
He was huge in the director of photography community.
This Primal Fear. Wow.
Um,
Wow.
but yeah, I was a big fan of Raging Bull. That's what really got me into cinematography as well.
Mm-hmm.
So rest in peace to that man.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Somebody else died this week. The fuck, I can't remember who died. He was he did something for fucking, I don't know. His name was like Rob.
Rob Schneider?
No. He worked with
I wish.
Star Wars. Where you wish?
I hate Rob Schneider. Have you seen
Who
Deuce
is he?
Bigelow? He's like he's one of Adam Sandler's cronies, and he just gets put in like you know how Adam Sandler basically puts all his friends in his movies. He's one of those people.
Right.
He's in Grown Ups and Grown Ups too. And I hate him. I fucking hate that guy.
These people were pretty sad about
Dude,
my
there's an
son with that.
interview of Rob Schneider outside of one of his movie premieres, and he was like he's vocally anti-vaccine, and he was like,
Really?
yeah, and he was like. They were asking him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, we can't really let her. We can't let they're not allowed to vaccinate our children. It's against the Geneva Conventions." That's what he said on live television. It was so embarrassing. I have to go on Facebook and be like, I didn't really know what the Geneva Conventions were. If I'm being honest. He's so dumb.
So Yakuza sets out to get a live action.
The
Said
video game?
the
Yeah.
video game and it's being made by Sega.
Fucking Christ.
That's how we got. This happened pretty recently.
Both of those seem kind of. I mean, the most recent Yakuza's have not been very good. In
The
story-
video game?
Yeah.
What?
Hasn't didn't the most recent one like topple? Like, wasn't
They're
it?
just like funny games to play. They're just like a funny.
Yakuza 0. That's a fun game to play to like have your mind off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was one that they released. I don't know. I haven't played the full series, so I don't know much about it.
Hmm.
But from some people's reviews I watched, it was very choppy, time consuming, and the story was very not good.
Yeah, it's just like a stupid game to play.
Yeah.
But another video game that's getting a live action is Monster Hunter, and it's set to have the main.
Switch, right? It's
What?
on Switch.
The
No,
live
it's
action?
in a movie.
Oh yeah,
It's
we're on
getting
the
a
we're on
movie.
podcast. I forgot. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's getting a live action. The main girl from Resident Evil is supposed to be in it.
Kate Beckinsale, bro. Why do they
Yeah.
keep giving this woman jobs? There's no way it's her.
I think so.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have you guys seen?
Just wait till like the fight scene with a monster is like half the movie.
Dude. I
Watch that
swear to
happen.
God. Have you guys seen
It's
the Resident
directed-
Evil movies?
Yeah, they're awful.
They're
We talked about this.
So bad. Why does she keep doing video game adaptations, dude? What is wrong with her?
She supposedly has the highest kill count in like of like any like character ever. Like as an actor.
Like, wait, oh, like in a movie?
Yeah, in movies, not like in real
I
life.
was like, what?
She has the
I was
highest.
so confused.
She has the highest legal kill count of any actor.
That's crazy.
She's gotten off with every kill.
No,
The courts just left her alone after number 50.
I was so confused.
Monster Hunter is set to be directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Who?
Paul W.S. Anderson.
That's the wrong Paul. Paul Anderson. Dude.
The wrong Paul.
What is this guy? He directed the Resident Evil movies.
Yo!
Why does
one,
this
dude?
guy? Oh my god, dude! He directed Alien
Jesus
vs Predator.
Christ.
How embarrassing! Why does this guy keep getting jobs? I don't understand.
They make fucking bank.
Trust me, this one's gonna be revolutionary.
Do they? I don't think they do.
I
Nobody-
liked him as a kid. He did Death Race.
That movie sucks.
That movie's awesome.
Are
Downey
you
Trejo's in that movie.
Fucking kidding me? Oh my
Downey
god.
Trejo's in Death Race.
The last, like, the 2016 Resident Evil movie, I didn't hear about it till probably last year.
2016 Resident Evil movie? What the
Dude.
fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
The first
What
one
the
came out
fuck?
in 2002. Then the next one came out in 2010. Does that inspire confidence, anybody? Like, come on. You fucking kidding me?
And then from
Resident Evil
2010 they released to 2016 they released 3.
Dude, it
No,
was...
they were done. This is the final chapter. There's no more coming out.
Wow, this
Jesus
made
Christ.
bank 300 million with a 440 million budget.
They're such shitty consumable
They're
zombie
so
movies.
garbage.
He made a Castlevania movie too.
This
No!
he just
Is
keeps
this real?
making adaptations, and they're all awful. I haven't seen.
This can't be
anything good.
real.
Jesus Christ. Castlevania movie?
They
Oh
can't
my-
make that much money. They can't make enough money that you. Holy crap!
Obviously.
Holy shit! The final chapter, Resident Evil, $312 million.
Oh my
And-
god. With the $40 million budget.
With a $40 million budget.
Why? What is
Who
so
watches?
appealing about this
Who
movie?
watches these?
I don't
Who
know. I
watches
didn't know
them?
about this movie 2 years until after it came out. So I don't. Who's listening?
too.
Who's actively waiting for these movies?
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
I feel like it's the small town I feel like it's the small town kind of like out in the country people who like their main hobby or event that they do during the weekends is go out and see a movie, and I feel like the movie's probably
I see what you're saying.
I guess he cut it.
Did he cut out for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was waiting for something. I was like, what's
Yeah,
happening?
I thought, oh shit. Well,
That's-
Grayson cut out. What the fuck?
That's Grayson. That's
Poor
Grayson off
guy.
the podcast.
Grayson on the
forever.
podcast. It's just a me and you conversation. Our special guest is gone.
Oh, can
Oh.
you hear me now?
Yeah,
There he is.
and he's back.
Our special guest is back.
What happened?
What happened, man?
I think my Wi-Fi just dipped.
I thought my
That's a-
Wi-Fi dipped.
Yeah, I thought mine dipped as well. Jesus Christ. I was trying to fill the void.
We're gonna cut this out. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No,
No,
fuck
this is
it.
staying in.
No cuts. No
Yeah,
cuts. No cuts.
Or, what were you saying?
Let's
Grayson?
move on from Resident Evil. DC's Peacemaker is set to get a movie that's directed that's starring John Cena's. He's a Suicide Squad character. Are any of us excited for this?
The new Suicide Squad?
No, the new. Well, he's a Suicide Squad character.
No, yeah.
His name is Peacemaker. He's said to be played by John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I heard
Okay,
that.
so
Yeah.
honestly, a little excited because
Okay.
if they fix the new Suicide Squad trailer, I thought looked like it's gonna correct what it did.
Really.
I honestly have a lot of hope for it.
Mhm.
I have a lot of hope for it, and John Cena was in that. So if that can go well, I think the Peacemaker one should be.
What
fine.
was the last John Cena? What was the last movie John Cena was in?
He was in
that
what was the one about
The
the Ox?
fireman. Wait, what?
Fred? He was in
No,
Fred.
No, he's in the fireman movie.
he was in
Fred.
Fred. He was in the one. What's the movie about like the Ox?
Cockblockers.
No, it's an animated movie.
Oh, the bull.
Oh, the bull movie.
The Bull.
Yeah, what is his name? Fernando or something? It's a Spanish bull. He's supposed to be like from Spain, no?
Yeah, Ferdinand.
Yeah.
He was in Ferdinand.
He's in a fireman movie. Playing with Fire. Have you guys seen that?
I don't actively look out for John Cena movies, dude.
I got a bunch of ads for it, and I watched it.
I kind of do though. I kind of do.
Really, John Cena?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
it's the same thing with like Dwayne Johnson movies. Like he's the kind of actor that I think I just have an obsession with like wrestler actors. is what it is.
So sad, dude.
Not sad. I'm living my best life here.
He was in the Flintstones and Scooby Doo movies.
He's been in so many. Oh my lord. I didn't think he had this big of a roster.
Wow, what an
Like a-
actor!
A bunch of animated movies. All the Fred movies.
Yeah, because he played his dad.
Yeah.
So...
What an insane cast.
He was in Daddy's
He was in
Home.
Daddy's Home too.
The second one or the
No.
first one? The second one.
Both of them.
The first one was awful. I've never seen the second
He
one.
was in Doolittle.
Yeah, he played one of the animals probably.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Wow.
God, being a wrestler has to be so much fun. You just like go up there and recite some cheesy lines and then like
I don't-
do something called like the 360 double line backflip slam.
Didn't a wrestler like kill his entire family or something? Like
Yeah, but that's not everyone. Like, John
Yeah,
Cena
that's not
didn't do
everyone.
that.
Every wrestler like usually dies pretty young,
Oh yeah, that is true. They die much. I think they die younger than even NFL people. I'm pretty sure.
right?
Really,
Yeah,
That
really.
seems awful.
yeah.
I'm just waiting for the day that Batista, like John Cena, dies.
He'll never die.
John Cena, like I don't know how old he is, but he seems like he's been like 30 forever.
He's 43.
Jesus Christ.
He's halfway through his life and looks like he's just getting started.
John Cena looks so goofy. So
He's 6'1". He does not look 6'1" in
yeah.
he looks like 5'7".
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus Christ.
Has he ever been in a Has he ever been in a good movie, like a really like?
Yeah, he was in oh wait.
Give us some time.
He was
here.
in Bumblebee. He was in Bumblebee. That was a good movie. Have you guys seen that?
No, I have not.
Oh well.
What? What the fuck are you talking
He
about?
was in Bumblebee.
The
That was
Transformers movie.
Yeah.
The Transform. You watched that?
Yeah, cause it was directed by the guy who did Cubo and the Two Strings, and I was interested, and it was good.
Oh, really? They were directed
Okay.
by the same person?
Yeah, and it's
That's crazy.
much better than it. Yeah,
Now I
Okay.
actually want to watch it.
yeah.
I
So
love Kubo.
It's,
The reason why I brought live actions up is because I wanted to talk about the constant fucking live action that we keep getting. These force fed shitty movies, and like what do you guys think would be like, what do you guys think would make these movies better?
not making them. People, I don't know why.
Example of the live action, the
Yeah, give us
ones
an
you're talking
example.
about.
Huh?
Give us an example of a live action movie.
Like a recent one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what kind of ones that you're talking about? Like
Well,
that we can make better.
we just got Mulan. That's a huge one, I feel like,
Okay.
personally. And then we're getting Yakuza, Monster Hunter. We just got Sonic, which was okay. We, you know, it's like we keep getting like forced these like live action. We got fucking Aladdin with
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah,
Did we forget about that?
Got Dumbo.
We got Dumbo. We keep getting these shitty live action movies. So I'm putting you guys in a director's shoe.
Detective Pikachu.
I honestly think that Aladdin did better than a bunch of other live like crappy live action movies. And yeah, Will Smith may have like carried it with the genie, but I thought that they definitely did better of an interpretation of the animated one than
Aladdin
something
made
like
$1 billion.
Jesus fucking.
$1 billion.
He made $1 billion.
And this is my point. We keep getting force fed these live actions on the hope that they're like pulling your fucking nostalgia strings, and they do. They make millions of dollars.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm disappointed by live actions.
I mean,
So-
I'm disappointed and it's unfortunate, but it's like it entertains young kids, because
No, but like refuting that, I think kids deserve quality movies,
they do,
right?
yeah.
Why do we have to force feed them shit? And it's like, yo, like a kid now is like, yo, did you grow up watching the live action Aladdin? Do you remember that? It's like, no, dude, I was watching like Ghibli movies, and I was watching like the Spider-Verse. Right. It's like, what? I don't know why kids shouldn't get quality. And it was very apparent that kids deserve quality with Spider-Verse. Now we talked about that.
Shout out to the parents that like don't take their kids to shitty movies. Like,
Oh man.
like we have these cousins and well, their kids were obsessed with like Frozen 2 for a while. Generally, they're seeing good animated movies, like good kids movies. Like they're like obsessed with the Spider-Verse movie. It's honestly really like nice to see. Now, like honestly, I felt like I was raised on good movies. My parents had the mindset that they kind of learned how to, that whenever I wanted to go see a movie and it looked awful, they kind of learned how to schedule things so that like we didn't have to go see that movie or make up some kind of excuse on how if the movie was really bad, they could just like get out of it. So shout out to my parents too. Thank you guys.
Yeah, shout out to your
Shout out
parents
to
for not
Grayson's
putting you through that.
parents.
You know,
And
it'd
I
be really funny.
and I grew up and some of my favorite actors are Dwayne Johnson and John Cena.
Look at that. It really proves you
it
can't.
really pulled out.
No,
Jesus.
how embarrassing.
It'd be really funny if we ran a social experiment with our kids, our hopefully kids. So like, I'll raise my kids on like terrible B-list movies, and Luis would raise his kids on like the most profound shit. And
No, because I feel like that would make my kids pretentious. I think.
yeah, that's my point. I'm like, we should test this. Like, imagine only showing your kids like Lynch films and like
Jesus.
like Asper Noah films, and they're like,
No.
you just can't watch a normal movie.
And then Grayson should raise his kids with only John Cena and Dwayne Johnson movies.
Yeah.
See how they turn
Oh,
out.
only expired wrestlers can be in my movie.
That'd be funny. That way they think like John Cena and Dwayne Johnson are like they're real actors, you know? They're real artists.
Yo, you've seen the new hey boy, have you seen the newest Undertaker film?
Ew.
I'm too busy watching fucking like the most like thought-provoking shit.
No, it's just nothing ever fun. Just keep
Right?
thinking, yeah.
I'm gonna introduce my kids to like the most depressing movies and see how they turn out.
That is that is cruel.
Is that abuse?
I think so.
First man.
Is it just showing them like really like
Or
depressing
maybe-
movies?
Or maybe it's not. Cause like maybe they'll be happier later on. Cause like
No.
Right?
they watch sad movies.
I don't think. I think if I kept showing my kids Schindler's List, he'd just grow up with like an empty hole in his heart for the rest of his life. It could just
That's
never
evil.
be filled.
It's not even fucking funny.
I
It's
feel like
true
if we-
though. Like the word,
Like,
just
if
keep
you-
just
if you
keep
get-
replaying
if
that
you-
scene from Titanic where they both die over and over and over, and something bad is gonna happen to him.
I mean, if you did that with Schindler's List, they probably wouldn't be a Nazi. So that's good.
Yeah, but they would be
Eh,
sad
You
all
can
the
roll
time.
that. You can roll
That's
that one out.
debatable.
Oh yeah, maybe
It's
like
very
why didn't the Nazis were the good guys?
Right? I feel like a lot of people in America watch Schindler's List, and there's still Nazis
Like,
in
why
that
is this guy
country
trying to
today.
stop the Nazis? What the fuck?
Yo, what the fuck, dude?
I don't think the Nazi Americans are a big fan of Schindler's List. I don't think they go back and watch it.
We should go on Letterboxd and look at all the 1 stars and see the
Yeah.
We just start calling people Nazis for not liking them.
Dude,
That'd be insane.
the Fuhrer
Oh.
wouldn't watch this.
I'm just gonna start saying that for like any movie. Like if there's a movie with a predominantly black class, I'm like, if you don't like this, you're fucking racist.
Except
Even for,
except
like,
if
the
it's
worst
Tyler Perry, right? Or no?
Maybe it'd be funny because I know they suck.
Oh, man.
I know they're fucking awful movies.
Oh god, I just
I'm gonna start doing that with like, I don't know, or something you could do with that as well.
I don't know. What other type of movies are there?
Slavery movies.
Oh, like 13 Years a Slave,
Isn't it 12 Years a Slave?
12 Years, Django Unchained.
Why do you keep saying
Imagine-
13?
I don't know.
Imagine growing up on that would be pure like that'd be so tough.
You gotta show them like the fun movies, like
Yeah.
You gotta show them fun Nazi movies. Like if your kid watching Glorious
What?
Bastards.
No, you don't gotta show.
No, Inglorious Bastards. I'm saying like it's
I mean, you
a
could
fun
you could
movie with
probably
Nazis
show
in
them,
it.
like, Jojo Rabbit instead.
I'm not gonna show my kid.
I feel like that's
Rabbit.
more. I feel like the movie isn't pro-Nazi at all. As a kid, I could definitely interpret that as
Yeah.
like pro-Nazi.
Oh, yeah.
This Hitler guy's really
'Cause-
cute. He's like so cool.
He's the funny one in the movie.
Yeah.
Right, and you kid just like starts talking to Hitler in his room.
Oh my
Yo,
lord.
that'd be fucking insane. Oh my god.
Actually,
Rewind.
that's scary.
Yeah, that's pretty weird to think about.
Fucking,
But like,
he's only watching Schindler's List now. I can't take that risk.
Uh,
why is it that every time my kid watches Schindler's List, he just gets super angry?
starts talking to someone on his right, no one's there.
He's like, you see this, Hitler?
Do
This is ridiculous.
Do you see this, Pierre? This is ridiculous. Like, wow.
It's not funny.
That's,
We should really move on.
it's gonna cut out. It's fine.
Anyway, I know, speaking of like being raised on movies, I know Casey. Shout out to Casey. She was raised on like Ghibli movies, and
Yeah.
Yeah, so was I.
right, and Casey loves animated stuff.
hmm
Yeah.
How did you turn out, Luis?
Oh, my dad. Do you know what a bazaar is? It's just like a giant like
Yeah.
market. My dad bought a
Yeah.
really cheap set of movies from a bazaar guy because he thought the Totoro looked really
Mhm.
cute. So he just bought every single movie, and yeah, they're great. They do give me an appreciation. They also give me
That's insane.
appreciation for like other, because before then I would just watch garbage American movies and whatever was on like Televisión that was
Right.
dubbed. It's nice to see something that's like made from someone
Wow.
that I don't know, you know?
You guys are really shaped. I wasn't, dude. I got to watch whatever the fuck I wanted.
Oh yeah, I definitely. It took me a while before I could see rated R movies constantly. My parents were very,
Really?
very strict on that.
Well,
Dude,
I mean, not like that. I was watching. I thought Dragon Ball was a good movie, kid. Like
the
the live
live
action.
action?
Yeah.
No.
They made
Did
a
you watch
live
the,
action Dragon Ball.
Oh.
Did you watch the
my God.
original, the series?
What do you like the show, like the anime?
Yeah, the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it's a staple of Mexican culture. You kind of had to.
And how did you think that was good?
Cause I was a kid and I was like, awesome, Goku. And then,
Dude, I
you know?
thought it was awful. I was like, why is Goku white? It was like, I was like, why does he look like that? And when Piccolo came out, I was just like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
It was the worst because he was white and
Yeah.
his granddad was Asian.
It was so dumb.
Oh my god!
That movie is
I
like,
forgot about-
it's so whitewashed. It's so funny.
It's insane, dude.
I,
I don't know
It's
why.
the live action. It's the live action one.
Yeah,
It's called Evolution, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
yeah.
Evolution.
Yeah. Seriously, when
I
I
don't
first
know
watched
why
it, I
I
was like,
thought it was-
why does Goku look like that? I was so confused. And
I don't know.
there's also a fight scene where he beats bullies or something. You remember that?
Yeah, I
Like,
showed
Harvey?
you.
And yeah, and I was like,
Awful.
this is so awful. There's no teleporting. There's no instant like teleportation. What's happening?
He's just highly athletic.
It's so bad. It's
Speaking
That's
of the Dragon Ball live action, reportedly there's another one coming.
Yo, I'm actually kind of excited.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
It's
pretty
apparently,
excited for
like,
that.
Coming to Disney Plus is what it's saying.
You
Yeah,
fuck-
Disney Plus.
No, I'm not. No, that's gonna be bad.
Wow, I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to see what shit they put out because it's it's a live action Dragon Ball.
I just watched the so I finished all of the Avatar series and like the Korra series during quarantine, and I thought maybe it would be fun to check out the live action Avatar movie. Big regret.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
It's-
as a kid, I knew that was bad.
like I like. Oh yeah, as a kid. No, as a kid, I definitely liked that one. As a kid, I saw them like moving the Earth around because I never watched the
You didn't watch
animated
the
show.
first one? The
I never
Yeah.
I never watched the animated show as a kid.
Wow.
And so, since I'd never seen any of that or any of the cool animations, and seeing people lift up the earth out of the ground, I was like, this may be the coolest stuff I've ever seen.
I feel you. Yeah.
Normally, I enjoy watching bad movies, but that one was uncomfortable.
It's
that
so
one,
boring.
there's
I think
nothing happens.
Yeah.
the reason I hated it when I was a kid is because I didn't see it in theaters. I got it off of like the little Mexican dudes that are in Washateria.
Oh yeah, like watchers they have like the bootleg
Yeah.
DVDs.
And like halfway through the movie, like Zuko was talking, right? And somebody's head just like was in front of the camera. And gradually
That's
throughout the movie, yeah, gradually throughout the
That's
movie,
really
their head
funny.
they just kept covering the camera, and I never got to finish Avatar. I think that's why I hated it, because I was like, I never got to finish this stupid fucking movie.
That's really good.
And then I think somebody was eating their hot dog during something.
Dude,
They
I've
kept
seen
making
so
like a
many of
cracking
those
noise.
things are so funny. There's one where like he's like recording a movie, right? It's one of the Pixar ones.
Yeah,
And like a movie worker comes up and he starts asking him questions and he's like, I don't speak English. It's so funny. And he turns the camera back when he leaves. This is so fucking awful.
I try to support them. They're just trying to make a living. I feel bad.
Yeah.
How many they must have watched? I think they watched the most movies out of anyone.
Yeah, we should get them on a
Yeah, we
podcast.
We
should.
should.
They've
That'd
seen
be
like
so
so
funny.
many.
We so should.
It's just some little Mexican man who doesn't speak really good English, but he loves movies.
Can't stop watching them. He just wants to share them
Right?
for a price.
Yeah, for a price. That's where my like main source of movies came from as a kid. It's just like ripped off of some guy's camera. That's where I got on my movies. Jesus.
Where live action? Yo, does live action? I don't think I can remember 2 times live action has ever added something to an original franchise.
Not true.
Yes.
What-
it's-
Yeah,
The
name-
Mario movies?
Excuse me?
The live action Mario. That's a Alita Battle Angel? People love that.
I hate that movie.
Yeah, it's bad, but I mean, people loved it. Right?
I can only think of the Scooby Doo one, and
What a masterpiece.
that movie's good. The live action has to change something about the original,
Okay.
or it's not gonna work.
Hot take, but the Cat in the Hat movie,
No.
That's
freaking
different.
No.
it's freaking it's good.
He's gonna say it. He said it.
No. What?
He said it.
Yo, the cat is so funny.
The cat is funny.
The cat is
With
funny.
the hat? No way. Are you? That movie fucking sucks. Are you
It's
fucking
objectively
kidding
awful,
me?
but it is fun to watch.
No,
As
it's
a- okay.
not.
I grew up on that movie. I watched it and I was like, okay, it can't be as good as I thought it was as a kid. And I rewatched it and I was like, yeah.
No.
I think we all have that one live action we saw as a kid that we enjoyed.
Yeah, mine's Scooby Doo because that movie's
Okay.
actually good. The fuck. Have
Okay.
You,
Okay, but
No,
the cat in the,
it
cat in the
wasn't
hat,
good.
the Cat in the Hat movie, it rhymes like the book sometimes.
Whoa.
It basically imagines it like I did as a kid, except it's not like beautiful environments like Dr. Seuss made, but it made some. I think it did it well.
All the check boxes for a live
That's
action.
it? Are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
not all the boxes, but it made a passing grade.
I understand.
Dude, the cat is so ugly. I can't
It's
look at him.
It's kind of creepy.
It's disgusting.
But the cat in the book is kind of creepy too. I mean, he doesn't look creepy, but he's kind of a creepy dude. Like he comes into these people's houses, makes a whole mess,
That doesn't.
and then just pretends like he isn't there. Like
yeah, but that you don't make the guy creepy in the just because that doesn't make any sense.
they gotta translate some of that creepiness
Oh my
over, and
God.
maybe it didn't come across in
It was
a huge
scary.
amount of the story, but it came across in his character in his
Performance as the cat
in
in
his
the
first
hat.
suit.
What a great argument. Scooby Doo versus the Cat in the Hat live action.
But,
I don't remember the live action Scooby Doo's that well.
why?
All I
definitely-
remember was being scared of Scrappy Doo.
Oh yeah, he's the villain.
He's a villain.
Yeah, he's the villain the whole time. It's great.
Every minute you're not running, Scrappy Doo gets closer.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
Grinch movie. There you go. That's another one.
Okay, there's a live action that was really good.
That was
That's a
good.
good live action.
Yeah.
But that's because of Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he carried that movie.
Yeah.
Jungle Book
That
was a
was
good
bad.
one.
That's a good one, yeah.
Do Batman's and Joker movies count as live action?
What? No,
I wouldn't say so.
I thought live action meant like. Oh wait, yeah, it might actually.
Right?
I mean, if we're counting Cat in the Hat, then
Yeah.
it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same concept.
Because there were
Yeah.
comics at first, and then they got made into animated shows, and then they got made into movies.
Yeah.
So these counts as live actions.
Hmm.
Okay.
So one of the best movies of all time is a live action movie.
Oh,
Huh.
The Dark Knight Begins.
No, the second one. The first one sucks.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yo, that's kind of mind boggling.
But how do you make a good live action?
That's what I wanted to ask you guys. That's my original question. So like,
Yes.
I'm putting you guys in the director's shoes who are like forced to make a live action. What would you guys do?
I know with with comic books and like books, a lot of times the writers in the books have such good dialogue already, where you don't really have to adjust a lot of stuff. And maybe there's some stuff that doesn't fit for a movie. But one of the greatest, I can tell you the best remake. I believe one of the best remakes of all time, which is Holes.
Okay.
Holes stays like picture perfect to the book. There's minimal to no difference between the Holes book and the Holes movie, and it like tells everything in it too. I don't know how they did it, but that's how you make a good live action. I think it's just because they stood so closely to the book, and the book was well written, and a lot of the books that these live actions are made off of, or previous stuff that it was made off of, are really good. And I don't think people mind paying. I don't think people mind paying for a whole new look to a movie, but the same kind of like dialogue in it. And yeah, maybe you throw in like new jokes and stuff and like new actors on it. But I think as long as you like just hold it to if you I think if you showed somebody like whenever it comes to animated to live action, I think if you show somebody the live action and tell them and ask them if it's like as good as the animated, I think that's whenever you have done well. I don't know how to end that sentence.
But why is it so good? Because that's a really specific case where the source material was like good enough to be translated to screen directly.
Right.
Right. And that's a book. Most live actions we're talking about are like animated movies, which is like that's hard to replicate, no? Because you're just basically if you don't do the same thing, you're gonna get shit on, right? Because you didn't follow the source material, and if you do the same thing, you're gonna get shit on because you're unoriginal.
Yeah.
So like, how do you can't navigate that middle ground?
So you're saying
You
that
can.
I'm saying they should stop, is what I'm saying.
making them?
Yeah.
Well, they aren't going to stop. So like, I'm saying like, how would you? I think what they get wrong is the lighting in a lot of live action because there's so much you can do with lighting. Yeah.
The colors are a huge deal.
Because
like
in animated movies, those are like what make everything pop. It's like the lighting and colors. But like,
I think Aladdin did lighting and colors pretty well. They just had to hire better actors for everyone, and then they'd be good.
For everyone. Holy shit! Every single person.
that was a mainly like Indian cast, right?
So
yeah, still
they fucking suck in that movie.
Yeah, they still should be held to a.
What are you trying to say, man? The Indians can't perform well?
Not with that script, no. And not with Guy Ritchie directing them, no. I don't think so. Jesus.
Guy Ritchie made the Aladdin?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Bullshit. Dude. The same guy that made fucking what is it?
Yeah, he did. What? He made what?
He made what the fuck? He made with the Jason Statham and Brad Pitt. Snatch.
Snatch. Yeah, he made Sherlock Holmes too.
Yeah, but that movie was easily salvageable. Aladdin, like you just put in some better actors. Like the dialogue sounded like it was from like a children's play, not like a well-made animated movie.
Jesus, he did make this movie.
Yeah, and it sucks. The music also happened? It doesn't work. I really don't think you can have like a musical plus like a regular movie inside your movie. You know what I'm saying?
A musical plus a regular. Isn't that what La La Land is?
Yeah, you're right. I lied. Never mind.
You can do it.
Get fucked.
Like okay, Beauty and the Beast and Jungle Book are the two like outstanders for Disney's remakes.
Really?
That like did it well. I thought.
You thought Beauty and the Beast was good?
Beast? What the hell?
What?
I thought that was boring.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that one was good.
Only here on a Buffalo Running podcast.
Did you ever hear such a dumb opinion?
It wasn't like perfect, but it was like it was better than like a bunch of the remakes they've made.
That's not a high margin.
But
Come on.
a Jungle Book, like its original music was very, very catchy because you had like the bare necessities. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun. Right? It's like it's pretty hard not to get that catchy tunes, but I don't what songs did Beauty and the Beast have?
they had all of them. Like all the
Memorable ones?
all the original animated stuff. Oh yeah, Be Our Guest.
Oh, I guess that counts. Yeah.
Nope.
No, not for you.
Kill the Beast. The one that they sing right before they go.
That sounds like an Eminem song. Yeah, I don't know. Beauty and the Beast was. Now that I'm thinking, it isn't. It's not a good movie.
I don't remember it, so something's wrong.
I just remember like Scary Monster and White Woman.
But Emma Watson's in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about animated film as well. It's not that great.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't
what?
remember.
You don't even like the animated Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, I
Now
don't.
that I'm thinking
I
about
don't
it,
remember anything about it.
Y'all are crazy.
no.
Okay.
I mean,
I think I'm biased. I definitely am biased for
Yeah.
two reasons. It was a lot of what I watched it a lot as a kid. It was one I grew up on. But the thing is, I've seen it in my brother did a lot of theater, and I've seen it in play form so many times. Like we used to go to a lot of plays, and it's like I've seen Beauty and the Beast in a play probably 10 times, maybe more. Like, so I don't know. I probably am biased here. I'm probably very biased.
maybe.
But
Yeah, I get that.
I think I am very. No, I'm not probably. I am very biased. But like I thought the live action did it well. I thought the live action recreated the original one pretty well. Because
But
And-
why
and it-
do
and
you
it-
want that though? Why do you want a movie that you love to be recreated?
oh, I don't. But if I'm gonna get it, I rather have it like better than worse.
I guess. But doesn't it just feel like you're watching the same thing again? That's definitely like a nostalgia hit you just got. There's no way. Like, what if you saw that one first and you saw the other one?
If I saw that one first, yeah, I definitely wouldn't like it.
Yeah. There you go. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's because you can't. It's hard to match the animated ones. Like I think it did good for matching the animated ones. Sorry if my mic keeps kind of scratching. I keep hitting it on accident. Part of what made the like, yeah, like you said earlier, it's the colors that really define. I mean, it's the colors that define a lot of the. I'm just talking about Disney movies right now, but a lot of the animated original movies is that you can do so much with color in a animated movie that you can't do in a live action movie.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think you could. I think it's just. I don't think directors who do live action realize that you can have color in a movie because, like Jon Favreau, when he did The Lion King, it looked fucking awful. There's no color in that movie.
Oh yeah.
But it's supposed to look like real life. That's the problem.
Who cares?
Real life doesn't have colors. You heard it here first.
Also,
but like the jungle, it doesn't. That's what it looks like, but it's boring.
The jungle doesn't have colors.
Well, it's not as colorful as the movie, right? Because they're not gonna do color. He said when he made that movie, I want to make it as realistic as possible.
That's stupid. Why would you try to
I don't know.
Why would you make lions like talking realistic?
It just feels like he was stroking his own ego, honestly.
Honestly,
he made Chef, and then he made The Mandalorian. You know, he has a pretty decent track record, so I guess he was like feeling himself pretty hard.
Yeah.
The Lion King was very disappointing to me. Like I really wanted
such a great cast.
It's such a great cast, and like I really just wanted it to be good too. Another nostalgia thing. Like I was like putting all my marbles that this movie was gonna be good.
I know a lot of people hate the original Lion King movie.
What?
Yeah, I know there's a like huge amount of people who hate that movie.
For what? That's definitely, I think that's the best Disney movie. I'm pretty sure. The original Lion King.
Okay, that's a little far.
Whoa! No, it's not. The hell?
Wow. Do you want to argue about the best Disney film?
No, there's too many.
Disney.
Okay, fine.
I'd say the Wall-E is the best Disney film ever.
What about
Pretty,
Fantasia?
it's pretty good.
I think Fantasia might actually be my favorite. I don't know. I watched that kid.
I never seen it.
It's so beautiful.
Do you want to rank Disney's live action movies?
Yeah. Put up a yeah.
Okay. Did you know Lady and the Tramp got a live action?
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. Cause I got an iPhone and it comes with Disney Plus for a year, and I saw it and I was like, oh, maybe this one's good, and it fucking sucks.
You just lie to yourself.
I want it to be good because I just feel like if they just hit that Jungle Book like sweet spot they did, because I really like the Jungle Book.
Yeah. Like, how did they do that one so perfectly and like fuck up every other one?
Honestly, I was blown away when I saw it, and I want them to hit that sweet spot, and they just never do. They never do.
I guess they have 23 live action movies.
Jesus.
Do we want to do top 5?
Yeah, do top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I say the Jungle Book.
Well, name out the movies.
You want to name? Okay.
Yeah, that way we know.
So, okay. Number 1, Alice in Wonderland. 2, Maleficent. 3, Cinderella. 4, The Jungle Book. 5, Pete's Dragon. 6, Beauty and the Beast. 7, Christopher Robin. 8, Mary Poppins. Wait.
Yeah, sorry. I'll let you finish the list.
9, Dumbo. 10, Aladdin. 12, The Lion King. Oh no, 11, The Lion King. 12, Lady and the Tramp. 13, Mulan. 14, Cruella. Oh my god, I forgot about that. 15, The Little Mermaid. Soon to be released, so we won't count that. 15, also soon to be released. 16, soon to be released. Okay, the last ones are soon to be released.
Okay.
So I guess the last one you can stop at is Cruella. That's 14 films.
Okay, Maleficent and Christopher Robin, were those remakes?
Yeah, Christopher Robin is Winnie the Pooh and Friends.
Yeah, so I thought it was just kind of like a spin-off instead of a...
They're still live action though.
Yeah.
Okay. We can put them in.
Okay.
What was Maleficent about? I forgot.
Evil queen lady.
But what was that? Was that a spin-off of something?
It is. I don't know who she's the villain of.
She's I know she's the villain of one of the movies. I don't. Is it Cinderella? Sleeping Beauty. Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
So, number 1, I'd say The Jungle Book.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Number 1, Jungle Book, easy. Number 2, Alice in Wonderland.
Dude, that movie is awful.
And it's Johnny Depp.
Fun to watch. Yeah. It's such a train wreck of a movie. That's great. That's number 2. Yeah.
Did you guys see the Cruella movie?
No.
I hadn't even heard of Cruella.
Oh, it's coming out this year. Oh, never mind. It's just 13. Mulan. The Jungle Book. Alice in Wonderland.
I don't think Alice in Wonderland deserves number 2.
Yes, it does. That movie's great.
No, it's not great. It's awful. It's awful in how great it is.
So fun to watch.
The costumes are pretty cool.
That's because Tim Burton directed it. It looks nice, or it looks interesting is what it looks, but it's not like a good movie.
Johnny Depp's characters, the Mad Hatter's so fun.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's wrong. He's annoying.
The Mad Hatter is not fun.
What would you put at number 2?
No, I would put that movie because I think that one's interesting to watch. I think the rest are boring to watch or frustrating.
Okay, what's at number 3?
Number 3? Have you guys seen Christopher Robin?
Christopher Robin?
No.
Yeah, that's what I would put at number 3.
I'd agree. Christopher Robin.
Yeah, and then I think 4. If we're doing, is it best or worst? If 4,
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
I thought Pete's Dragon was really loved by a lot of people.
Never seen it.
It's on Netflix, I think.
It kind of looked stupid.
Well, that's what all these movies. They look stupid.
Nah, but this one was like stupid or.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Thank
What,
you.
what are we at, number 4?
Mm-hmm. Wait, is this from best to worst or from just like top
Yeah, best
five?
or worst.
Best to worst. Number 4 would put Lion King, and then number 5 would put Mulan. Cause yeah, because okay, because
Didn't they take out all the music in Mulan?
no, no, yeah, they did, and
And they took out Eddie Murphy.
it's boring.
What's the point of watching it?
I don't know.
How do you take
Because
so
Lion King is just boring, and Mulan
right?
is frustrating to watch. Because you're just like, why the fuck? Why did you do this, Bob Iger? Why? God damn it.
It seemed really promising with an all Chinese cast.
It's so
I remember when I
stupid.
first heard about it, I was like, all Chinese cast, so cool, so awesome. And then I was like, all the shit that's happening in China. I was like, wait. And then the main actor supporting China.
This is directed by a white woman? Wait, what?
I'm not surprised.
Wait, why? Why? Jet Li is in this movie. Could they not get him to direct this? Like, what? He's directed action movies before. Why hasn't? I would have been fun if they made Mulan like an action movie, just straight up.
It was just a bad one.
It would have been better if Jet Li directed it.
I think it would have been better if anybody else directed. Even fucking Paul W.S. Anderson,
Oh yeah, he's the king
the
of
I
director.
adaptations apparently.
feel like you could also like okay, if you've had this many bad remakes, like, and then they hyped this one as the one that was gonna be good, like, how do you mess that up? It's really confusing to me.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The Mulan.
Okay.
Like yeah, they've I don't know, they hype up all their movies really well. But this one seemed kind of like special just because it was people were like, "Oh, so they're actually going to do it like culturally accurate. They're doing live action. It's not as much meant for kids, so like for cultural purposes." And then it came out and everyone was like, "Yeah, that was the least culturally accurate." So it's like how do you it's crazy to me that that just like tanked.
Right, but the original Mulan was for kids. It was a pretty strong movie, especially for like young girls and for the Asian community as well.
Yeah.
And Eddie Murphy as a dragon.
They're trying to make it realistic, man. There's no dragons in real life.
Yeah, there are.
Okay, well.
This is on the other podcast where we debate Scientology
Yeah.
and if dragons are real. Okay, so our list is number 1, The Jungle Book. Number 2, Alice in Wonderland. Number 3, Christopher Robin. Number 4, The Lion King. And number 5, Mulan.
They made a Mulan 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've made a bunch of.
They
There's
made
a
a
Cinderella
yeah.
2, there's a Beauty and the Beast 2, there's a. What's
There's a
that?
Cinderella 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sleeping Beauty goes up to 4. Lion King goes up to 3. They're all like direct to DVD things.
Yeah, straight to DVD.
Yeah, they just throw them
Yeah.
on there to make money. That was before this.
I do remember the I remember the Sleeping Beauty ones because I thought it was so funny whenever I saw number 4 and it's like enough people watched a second and a third one so that they could release a fourth.
Disney will try to make money off of fucking anything. Literally, dude.
Yeah, even before these live action remakes, they were still trying to squeeze out like everything they could from the franchises. Until they realized that the smart way to do that was just throw real people in there. And there you go.
You think for the live action movie the live action version of fucking what is it, Snow White, they'll cast Kevin Hart as a dwarf? Or is that too
Maybe.
far?
Oh.
No, it's good.
Do you want to give your top 7 top 7 actors to play as dwarfs in the Snow White?
It's gonna be anyone?
They have to be sure.
They have to be?
Yeah. So like Danny
John
DeVito.
Cena.
He's not sure. He's 6'1".
On screen he's not, so he can play a dwarf. There you go.
Kevin Hart, John Cena, Danny DeVito.
Who else?
All right, hear me out. It's a really creative group.
Let's hear it.
But The Undertaker, John Cena, Dwayne
Jesus
Johnson.
A buff ass dwarf. Imagine.
Buff dwarfs.
That'd be insane.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we have Luis cast in there because he's pretty short.
Fucking goddamn.
Got him. All that set up for that one
Just
joke.
that one fucking joke. Oh my god.
Let's go. This is what we do here at the Buffalo Running Podcast.
Does Sleeping Beauty even have a name? Or is she just Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah, Priscilla.
Could they even do that movie now?
Sleeping.
They did it.
They did it?
Yeah, it's Maleficent, dude.
Oh fuck, you're right. I watched the movie and I never remember it.
Okay.
At least they tried to make that interesting. They were like, what if it was about the villain instead?
Wow.
And they cast like one of the hottest people in Hollywood, Angelina Jolie.
Elle Fanning?
She's edgier and has horns now too.
She has wings.
She always had horns.
Now they're noticeable.
Jeez. Okay, dude. Should we talk about our plans for Halloween or like the month of October?
Sure.
All right. So for the month of October, we decided as a podcast
As a
that
family.
as a
As
family,
a family.
There you go.
So true.
we were gonna bring on a guest who's a horror film fanatic. Should we say that? They love horror films.
Sure.
And so we took horror subgenre. We're taking horror subgenres and we distributed them, and we're gonna watch as many movies as we can, and we're gonna talk about them on our Halloween podcast.
Our Halloween special.
And then
Halloween
hopefully
special.
hopefully the week before Halloween we give a firm review of that genre.
Yeah,
on the podcast.
genre review. So
Genre review.
should we say what genres we have?
Yeah, I'll go first. I have slasher and ghost.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, slasher, ghost. True. Grayson, you want to go next?
I have B-movie horror and ocean horror.
I have zombie horror and white people dying horror. And our special guest will have home invasion movies and post-apocalypse movies. And so
we're just gonna list all the movies you're gonna watch. We're gonna rate them and we're gonna talk about them, and then hopefully we can talk about like just the genre as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whose genre are you most excited for? Like, who are you excited to hear from?
B-movie horror.
Grayson's. I was gonna say Grayson's as well. Because
I'm very excited to watch them. I'm most excited to hear about white people dying because I feel like
there's so much.
Okay, there's so many, and then there's so many like really cheap, like in the thousands of dollar budget movies.
Yeah. Make sure you write down what movies you watch and what.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna keep them in a Google Doc and then rate them out of 10.
Yeah.
Just put notes next to them.
I think I'd be excited for winners because they have the best out of all of ours. They have Home Invasion and Post-Apocalypse.
Post-Apocalypse, I'm excited to hear about too.
Home Invasion movies are like some of my favorite movies ever.
Because I feel like with Post-Apocalypse, you have like I feel like with most of these genres, you have maybe the 4 big names in each of them, and then the rest are just crappy, like decent jump scare filled horror movies.
And that's the fun of horror. They all suck.
Yeah.
They're all awful movies. It's just fun to watch. Mm-hmm. At what point do these become comedies instead of horror? Just figure that out. But those are our plans for October. Hopefully you guys stay tuned till October for us to talk about that. But we are reaching the end of our podcast time. Yes, we are.
We need to talk about the movie we watched.
Do we? Do you want to do that this podcast? I thought Grayson didn't watch it.
He did.
Oh, I did.
He did?
Yeah. Watched it today.
Holy shit! Let's
It's
talk about El Infierno then.
fresh off my mind.
All right. Well, let me segue into this. So, it's Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah.
We have two Hispanic people and
Yeah, and a
uh,
white guy.
a
That's
white
me.
guy who loves
Yeah.
Hispanic people. He fetishizes us off the podcast, but
I'm sorry, guys.
That's a
that's
stretch, but
so. So
maybe.
in honor of
Maybe.
Hispanic Heritage Month, we all chose a movie to watch. That has a his like
No, you chose the movie.
okay,
The
I
hell?
chose a movie. I feel like we all. I was like,
As a
we should watch
Hispanic
this.
family, we all chose the movie.
As a Hispanic family, we all chose this movie that features a predominantly Hispanic cast, and it's called. You guys want to say it in unison?
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
El
El
Ellen
Infierno.
Fierno.
Yeah.
A movie that came
Yeah.
out in 2010 about a man in the cartel. So, what who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about it?
I want to talk about it.
Go ahead. The
Go.
floor is
Because
yours.
the poster
Speech.
looks like some like awful. Looks like B movie shit. But the
Yeah.
movie is actually really good.
Oh,
I told you.
I think it was good. I think the strongest part of the movie is its like authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
Because it definitely feels like it was made by someone from Mexico who's like experienced all that stuff and has like a really good grasp on the culture. And then I think the weakest part of the movie is the characters.
Mm.
Because I think every character in this movie has no good motivations.
Oh.
The story is this guy comes back right from America after 20 years. He
Yeah.
comes back and his brother was in the cartel and he finds out that he died and his name was El Diablo. And then for like 5 minutes he tries to get a normal life and then he immediately goes into the cartel
Yeah.
because he's banging his brother's ex-wife, which happened
Okay.
almost immediately
The
for
funniest
no
thing
fucking
happened
reason.
in the movie, he spends the 5 minutes searching for a job, and then he goes with his friend that he's met before, who's in the cartel, and then he goes up to them and he's like, "Are you thinking about doing this?" And he just says, "Well, I don't think there's really any other option." And it's like, bitch, you looked for maybe.
Yeah.
He didn't. It doesn't even say that I mean, it implies that he's looking for a job, but none of the shops that he goes into really tells
No.
you. None of the shops or anything that he goes into tells you that that's what he was doing there. He goes into shops for like memories and to meet his old like childhood friends, but never are you really like, oh, this man's searching for a job. And then out of the blue, he's like, oh, because in a scene, and actually the scene before, they're like, well, we wouldn't one of his. It's his godfather, and his godfather's like, well, we really don't want you like with the cartel, and he's like, yeah, I would never do that shit.
Mhm.
And then in the next scene, he's like, so I need some money, and I'm willing to sell drugs for it.
And that's fine, but they never built up to it. It just happened.
Yeah.
Just like he met his brother's ex-wife, and they're banging like 2 scenes later. Like, how does that happen? Stuff is not in the beginning of the movie. Stuff is not properly built up, and it's just like it's done like that to get the movie to a certain point, and it's not fulfilling. But I think the second half, or I think the second 2/3 of the movie is a lot better because it's just gratuitous violence and Mexicans like smoking cocaine, they're just snorting cocaine, selling drugs, and it's a pretty good like portrayal of the cartel and how
I think it's the best, personally.
like violence is just like it's like cyclical. It just keeps going in circles and circles and circles. And it's also really funny.
It's very funny.
It's super funny.
Such a
the
fun
main
one.
feud is the main character works for a cartel boss and he's trying to kill his brother, who is the same actor by the way, just with a fucking hair. Is another cartel boss, and they're like, violence is so, it's treated like it's nothing.
Right.
At a certain point, like they just kill siblings and shit. And it's just it feels like it's normal to them, and it's so weird to watch, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the movie. But yeah, at some points, I feel like partly it was I feel like there were some lines, like the line where it was like, "Yes, I'm thinking about selling drugs now." I feel like part of it was like a bad part on the subbing, maybe. And there were some parts that were like, it seemed like it definitely was some better dialogue there, but just the people who wrote the sub did not do like a phenomenal job at it.
Mhm.
Uh, but other than that, like I thought it was really good. I thought, well, the beginning never really led up to the beginning really never led up to him going into the cartel. Well, I did think it was like they were really good in the movie about introducing twist.
Yeah,
Where first scene, I'm not going to spoil it at all, but there's a lot of twist in the end that come back to
Yeah.
back. Uh,
yeah,
and the back to back twists are really good. But in the first scene, just because it's not really a spoiler, he comes home. Uh, he comes home. His mom was like, "Your brother died." Wow, his brother's dead. He didn't even know.
Yeah.
Later, he says, "Oh, your brother was named El Diablo. He killed your best friend." What?
Mhm.
And then it just goes on from there. I thought the beginning like introduction scenes were just good. They just didn't lead up to anything very well.
Well, I think the point of the of that part was because um, it goes like because in Mexico it's very easy to get cartel,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're just coming in, because I know personally when I went to Mexico, this is a couple years back, not too long ago. We went to Mexico and we were riding. I was with my uncle and his wife, and I was with my mom, and it was me and we were. I forgot where the fuck we were going, but I think we were crossing the border back into America, and we get stopped, and there's people on the truck, and it's the fucking cartel, and they're like stop the car, roll the windows down, and they're
Mm-hmm.
shining these fucking bright ass lights in our like lights in our face. They have their guns, and they're like, "Where are you going? Like, who are you? Where are you going?"
Mm-hmm.
And they're just shining these lights in your face, and it's the scariest fucking shit. And my point is, I think it's going to show that in Mexico you get up in the cartel, you get caught up in the cartel like that, like fucking so fast.
Yeah,
And I think that's it. I think it was both for like story progression and like I guess commentary on how easy it is to get caught up, especially once you have those ties to previously to the cartel.
But it's not executed well because he says he's not going to go to the cartel, and it happens a scene
Right.
later.
his morals change in a second.
Yeah, it would have been better if that character was like, yeah, well, is the cartel really that bad? But I mean, he goes right into it. So,
Right, but you can tell this guy's values aren't like super strong
oh
just based
yeah,
on his
yeah, you can
moves.
tell, but you know, it's still not
It's
really the
really
best.
yeah.
I think
It's go ahead, go ahead.
like uh whenever he first comes back, like he almost seems too American. Where it
Yeah.
seemed like I know it was made, I know it was made like in Mexico,
Uh-huh.
but like the dude seems like he's forcing his American, like he was forcing him being American too much. Uh,
Right.
but I think that changes pretty quickly, and that changes like once he actually gets into the cartel. You're just kind of like, okay, it kind of goes away and isn't as obvious. It's
But he still keeps some of that American stuff in him because he's
he
always
does,
like
he
talking
does,
English and stuff.
yeah, and like puts it in words.
He puts it in words.
What's sorry, I can't speak sometimes.
It's okay.
But what's the main guy's best friend? The one that not best friend, but the one that gets him into it.
It's his
Uh,
name is Chicago or something.
I know my
Okay,
mom hates him because of his appearance.
really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought he did a really good job.
He's
Yeah,
a he's a
he's
he's
definitely the
established.
strongest actor of the movie.
Yeah, yeah,
For sure.
100%.
For
He's an
sure.
established actor. He's been in a lot of other things.
He's fucking great in it.
Yeah.
The
He
the
steals the show, honestly.
Hmm.
yeah,
He carries a lot of the themes of the movie, like violence and how it's like it's gonna happen to everyone. Just how you're saying, Chris, like it's inevitable that people are gonna get into the cartel and they're gonna do
Yeah.
shit. And in the end, it bites him in the ass. He,
It's a very
yeah,
yeah, and he acknowledges that it's going to
yeah,
happen.
he
Beginning of the movie,
knows.
I thought
it
that was well done.
it's such good commentary on cartels in Mexico. And that's why I think the portrayal of it's so genuine and it's so like it's one of the best ones in cinema.
No one in the movie has values. Literally,
insane.
no one in the movie has values except
The
the old people, and I think they
Hmm.
signify no. Even some of the old people,
Yeah.
they still take drugs. It's crazy.
oh yeah,
'Cause-
the old lady in the beginning like
Yeah,
Mhm.
immediately turns on him.
yeah, it's great.
Uh, what was I about to say? I was very satisfied with it. I was really satisfied with the ending. If it didn't end off with the scene with the nephew,
Yeah,
that scene
Mhm.
where he walks into the group of like guys packing up coke, like that was
Mhm.
so disappointing. Like if you just ended it off where minor spoiler, but he drives off in not a spoiler at all actually. If you ended it off with the scene where he drives off in his truck, that could have been perfect.
Yeah.
yeah. I think there's an extra scene in the DVD, Grayson. Did you see the scene? Spoilers, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Skip
If you want
ahead.
to
Co-
watch the movie.
Cover your
Yeah.
ears.
There's a scene where he's visiting his brother's graves, and he's like, "I'm gonna go back to my nephew," and then he gets shot by one of the people who are packing the
Yeah.
coke. Yeah, yeah. So
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
missed
yeah.
this scene. Yeah,
Oh, so
You
in the
must have
one that
missed
I
it.
watched, he doesn't get
he doesn't
he
get
do,
killed. Yeah, yeah.
he doesn't get
What
killed. He
What did
just
you end
goes
off on?
No,
the nephew.
it's not his fault. It's a DVD extra. I looked it up.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So it's just
The,
like the okay. All
the
right.
Yeah.
nephew, the way it ends off. Spoiler for anyone. Not huge though, because it's not like a bunch is leading up to this moment. Uh, but at the end, he drives off in the truck that says Arizona on the license plate, and then he goes to the people packing up the coke and shoots them all,
Mhm.
and just like screams, and then it's like freeze frame, and then
That freeze frame.
and then I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, you left they
Yeah,
didn't put that scene in the theatrical cut for some reason, so it doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
that's
But
pretty weird. I didn't know that.
yeah, but even in the one hour, it's still unsatisfying
Yeah.
because I mean it shouldn't have happened. Like I get it, it follows generations, but
Hmm.
it wasn't satisfying at all.
Yeah, I get.
But overall, the movie has some really beautiful scenes.
Holy
Like,
shit.
there's
Mhm.
whenever our main character Benny, like anytime he's faced with like any kind of moral choice, it's just a beautiful shot. Like the first and second time he kills somebody,
Yeah.
the first and second time he kills somebody, like those scenes right there were freaking beautiful. Like I don't know, I don't know how they did it.
It's pretty. Death in the movie is treated like so abruptly. It happens all the time.
It's commentary on Mexico because it like yeah like on Mexico and how death is because like you go on YouTube and you look up cartel beheadings or like they even show beheadings by local cartels on
Yeah.
TV
Mhm.
and it just doesn't mean shit. Like I've been watching beheadings since I was like 10 years old.
It
Mhm.
feels normalized in the movie. 'Cause there's a point where a guy blows up, and I was like, that was pretty tame.
Yeah.
It doesn't. People just start getting shot all the time, and you're just like, this is fine. This is normal.
I think
Yeah,
they're
that's
pretty good at easing you into that too, because
Yeah.
the first
mhm.
one of the first scene where you see the guys, drive by in the truck, and then Benny sees that the people are looting the dead body, and everybody in the town is just like, "Oh yeah, that happens." Like that scene was really. I think that scene is kind of what eased the general audience into. Oh, so a lot of people are going to be dying casually
Oh,
here.
you talking about the scene where the lady is talking about there's like dead bodies near her,
Uh-huh.
and she's like the youth, they're just taking them away, and immediately she steals a watch from him, that
Yeah,
dead body.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that's so
saying.
funny.
No one has values in the movie. They're all out for themselves, and it's awesome.
This
It's
movie is really crazy because like you ask anybody and they've never seen it,
yeah,
it's
that's
and
true.
it's
it's great.
surprisingly great.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it's a recommendation. I recommend it. Uh, so if you're getting it on Amazon Prime, it's $4 to rent it, but it's only $5 to purchase the movie, like forever.
you should definitely purchase
So
the
if you
movie.
have the extra buck, just like yeah, go out and spend that.
Very well done. I feel like it meant a lot to me as a kid because I watched it and I was like, yo, this is great. This is like such a beautiful movie. It was one of my favorites. My mom hated me watching it because it was so like so much death in it and
Mhm.
there's so much like shit for a
Yeah,
kid not to watch.
it's rated NC 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
crazy.
one of the scenes, spoiler, I guess kind of one of the scenes that stuck with me since I was a kid is when they have that guy tied up and
Ah, yeah.
with the tongue.
Yeah, they cut off his tongue and hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
and they do that in cartels.
Yeah,
They
they
cut
do that
off
all the
people's
time,
tongue.
and everyone is just okay with it,
It's
except Benny. But at a certain point, he doesn't give a shit either. It's great.
yeah, it's really funny because they gave him an American name,
Yeah.
Benny, and it's just like
Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin. It's just I don't know. This movie is really great, and it's like it's part of Mexican cinema. That's like it's proof that like
It's part of Mexican culture, honestly.
right, and
The
and
movie
it's
is
just
so authentic feeling. It really feels like you're there. It's crazy. It's awesome.
and I told you guys I was like it's one of the best portrayals of Mexican cartel and
Mhm.
like ever in a movie,
Hmm.
and it just shows that like Mexican people can do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
really fun, and this really proves it for me. I think I think a shit ton of more people should watch it because nobody's ever seen this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It only made 6 million at the box office.
but it's great.
What that means it technically outsold Tenet. It's on par with Tenet. Shout out to this movie.
Oh
Came
my
out in
god.
2010. So yeah, I love this movie personally.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. It's a definite watch.
Hmm.
I don't think it's the only problems are some of the writing, but I think overall it's like super strong. It's very well directed.
Yeah, I think the
Great.
general audience because like we've seen a lot of movies and we know like
Oh yeah, yeah.
what's lacking. But I think if you're just a common like consumer of media, you won't even notice it. You'll just notice how like great it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And at first
no.
glance, whenever you don't take a second to like if you don't take a second to like
Yeah.
actually think about everything, this is a masterpiece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely up there for
And to the
me.
movie's credit, like when shit starts, even though that writing pushes shit to start happening, the shit that starts happening is awesome.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's fine. It's
And it
great.
has some really well written moments too. It's not like
Yeah, it's not
it's
like it's
not like it's
badly
all awkward
written.
dialogue.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
most of the movie is really good dialogue, and it's like there's a couple like cringy lines or like a couple like just like bad written areas, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
most of it is really well written and shot.
There's some great character moments, great plot moments, great ending.
It's a really
Like
good one.
just stop after you see the like Viva Mexico sign and it's great.
That's one of the shots that I'll forever stick
Dude,
with me.
when the sign's fizzling out, I thought that was beautiful. I
It's
was like,
fucking
wow.
beautiful. I'll
Yeah.
never forget it. Even to this day, I'll never forget that.
It's great.
I guess we can move on to the ratings. What would you guys give this out of
Uh,
5?
out of 5, right?
Yeah.
I'd give it a 4. I think.
Yeah.
What about you, Grayson?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna give it. After I watched the movie, I was like definite 4 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say 5 because it holds a. It was one of the first Mexican movies I watched where it wasn't just shitty telenovela.
Like
Fucking
the cartels in the telenovela are like suave and
yeah,
sexy. They're not that. It's great.
yeah. As a kid, it just meant a lot to me. So I definitely give this one a 5. Because I guess I'm a little biased, but yeah,
No,
I guess
That's all right.
no, I could see it getting there, honestly.
I can see
Yeah.
it getting there. It didn't do like it didn't do that much for me. It didn't like really like last week whenever we watched I'm Not Okay With This. Now that like hit me. I was like, "Oh, like
Mhm.
that was something different and that was something that like I don't see a lot and it felt like a really interesting take on a love story." Now this I thought, "Wow, that was freaking phenomenal," but it wasn't something that was like pushback amazing kind of.
Yeah, I get that.
Mhm. It's fun. It's
It
fun
is
and it's
very
authentic and it's great. And you
It's
should
great.
watch it.
You should
Oh.
watch it. It is a recommend though.
It is
It
a
is
recommend.
definitely
Does
a
anyone here
recommend.
not like it?
No, I love it. One of my favorites. I wouldn't have recommended it if I thought it was bad. But the guy who plays what's his name? The big guy.
Benny's friend.
Yeah,
Uh,
Benny's friend El
Like
Chono.
Cojo.
it's like Chocolato or something.
Chonolico.
Locio or something like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the upcoming Suicide Squad movie.
Is
No.
he?
You're
Yeah.
lying.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was in Spider-Verse.
Yo, who do you play?
Wow.
I don't know. Let me check really
I
quick.
gotta keep my eyes out for that guy.
He was established. So I'm really happy to see that he's actually doing well in the movie industry. Let me see who he played. I don't think he. It doesn't even say he played anybody.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, but it says he is credited as like being in it.
That's
What's
exciting.
his name?
Joaquin
Cosio?
Cosio.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Cosio.
yeah.
Let's see.
And this is what's also great about this. You find like a actor or director you really like, and you start getting invested.
That's how I watch. That's how I find a bunch of like movies I've never heard.
Yeah, he's very true. But so I guess if we
He was Scorpion in Spider-Verse.
Oh, it was Scorpio.
Scorpion, yeah.
who's that?
He's the guy with the big
It's like
scorpion tail.
Yeah, the metal
He's
one.
part of the house invasion scene.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah,
shit! Shout out to him.
Yeah. That's so
It makes
cool.
me super happy for him. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess if we average our scores out to 4.5, we have 4.5 stars.
4.25, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a great one. I'll say that.
Check it out.
Very. Check it out. I'm gonna be pushing this movie. I believe in El Infierno Supremacy.
So, who's got the next recommendation? Is it me?
Yeah, you guys want to do that now?
Is it me or Grayson?
You can go.
Yeah,
Is that-
let's go.
You want me to do a horror movie, or you want to save it for the horror thing?
Let's get the Mexicans out the way. No, let's do a Hispanic horror movie. Are there any?
Yeah, there has to be.
No, but
Like-
what? No, it's gonna be October by the time we film the next one.
We can still hold a Hispanic one though.
Yeah, but I don't know any, so I can't recommend anything.
Wreck.
Oh, Wreck. Yeah, you're right.
All right, I guess we can do a horror movie instead of a mix. But really quick, shout out to all the Hispanic people, to Latinos. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. That was our pick for
Keep doing
Hispanic
your thing.
Heritage Month.
Yeah.
So you want to recommend a horror movie to watch?
Yeah, you should watch the Wreck movies, I guess. Wreck 1 and 2. They're both great.
Okay.
There's also a third one.
That one's not good. You should watch the first and second one. The first one's a monster movie, the second one's a ghost movie. They're both really good.
So that's our homework, quote unquote homework
Yeah, if
for,
you're listening,
for our
watch
next
it so
podcast.
you know what we're talking about.
Is it the 2008 or the 2010?
1 and 2?
2008, I think.
Is it The Wreck, and Wrecked?
2000. It's a 2007 one, Wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
There's like 4 movies named Wreck.
it's the one from
Yeah.
2007 and then the one from 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Do you guys want to say? Do you want to guys have? Do you like let the people know how you guys are doing?
Oh yeah, I'm great, man. I love this. I
Right.
love you guys. The hell?
I'm chilling. Now that we've recorded the second episode, I can talk a little bit better.
Yeah. Shout out to that.
Shout out to the Hispanics.
Shout out to the Hispanics.
Shout out to
You
Hispanics.
guys are
Shout out
great.
to the people who listen.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
all 19 of you. We hit
All
19.
19.
We hit
20.
19 last time.
20 or something. Shout out to those people.
Our 100th listener gets $10.
Shout out to the people if they listened this far to hear this part.
Yeah.
If you
Special
listen,
shout out to you guys.
if you listen this far, type in "crudes 2" at this point in the podcast.
Comment.
Crudes 2.
This is the Buffalo Running Podcast. I'm your host Christopher Carrera.
I'm Luis Torres, special guest.
I'm Grayson Bolden. Thank you guys for listening.
In case we don't see you, good morning, good afternoon,
Jesus,
and good night.
dude. Come on.
Let's go. That's it.